Tina is in court to claim £3,721.21 from her ex-husband for non-payment of child maintenance for their daughter. Defendant Anthony disputes owing this amount and says due to a serious accident he was unable to work. He is here as he wants regular access to his daughter.
Do I have Tina here?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you very much. And it's Anthony, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Now, Tina, you're here today with your partner, Will. Is that right? You were in a relationship with Anthony a number of years ago, correct?
Correct.
How long ago was that, Anthony?
The relationship ended around about 2001.
Right, so we're talking the better part of 15 years ago. But before that, things were OK. You were together for how long, Tina?
About 3 years.
And at the end of that, the two of you ended up getting married, correct, Anthony?
Yes.
Gosh, isn't it amazing what 15 years can do? Had you had your daughter then?
Yes, Judge.
And I have to say, it's quite clear to me, this was your first daughter.
Yes.
You were a loving family at first, right?
Yes, Judge.
And you had every reason to believe that this was a loving father. Even a dad, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Then it all went wrong. Anthony, what happened that resulted in the two of you getting divorced?
The relationship fell apart.
What was the trigger for that, Tina?
I didn't know there was anything wrong in the relationship.
How old was your daughter at the time?
She was about 18 months old.
Did you subsequently discover the reason why he left?
Yes, he had an affair with another woman.
I met someone very shortly after we split up, but I never saw anybody while we were actually living together.
In other words, Tina, Anthony left you in circumstances which left you feeling understandably and correctly hurt.
Heartbroken.
And how did it feel when you were left on your own with an 18-month-old?
It was hard. I just had to get on.
What's your daughter's name? Is it Bethany?
Bethany.
At first, your relationship with Bethany was good, true?
Yes.
And what was the custodial and financial arrangement you came to with Anthony in respect of Bethany?
If I needed anything, Anthony would provide things for Bethany.
To your first daughter, how do you feel about her?
I miss her very much. I love her very much.
What was it like to be a dad to Bethany?
It was an amazing experience because it's my first child as well. It was also the biggest learning curve in my life.
Well, you were certainly providing for a period of time, correct?
Yes.
How long did he do that for?
Just under a year.
Just under a year?
Yeah.
It was 3 years, Judge.
Well, according to Anthony's reply, he said that that arrangement extended to 3 years.
No.
When did you set up that formal agreement? When did you go to the CSA? How long after you'd broken up?
I think it was in 2004.
In other words, after the first 3 years.
Yeah.
Why did you go and do that? What was it about the situation that made you think, I need to go and formalise this arrangement?
Because he stopped paying towards Bethany's upkeep, and as a single mum it was hard.
I'd been ill for a week or so, and with being self-employed, it was my business. I rang Tina to say, look, I've got no money this week, I've just managed to pay the bills on my shop. I'll try and sort it out next week, I'm feeling a bit better. Because I used to give her the money on a Friday when I'd pick Bethany up, and her answer was, well, how am I supposed to go on the drink now?
I don't drink, Judge.
There were difficulties, you were ill for a short period of time. No problem. Where was the rest of the money?
The CSA took me to court and they were taking payments off me.
Why is a government agency chasing you when the correct thing to do is to go and come to a reasonable arrangement without being forced?
Because our relationship's got that bitter, we don't communicate.
Because he used to let Bethany down all the time, and it was me that used to have to pick up the pieces and sit there with my daughter crying in my arms.
How many times did that happen?
Quite a few.
Now, over the years, here's the thing. You were seeing your daughter regularly until she was about 4, correct?
Correct.
Then there came a time when you stopped seeing her altogether. How old was she when Anthony stopped seeing her altogether?
About 5. 4 or 5.
And what was the gap after she was 5?
From the next time on, it was when she was 10.
I tried on several occasions, and several occasions I got refused.
Refused by whom?
Tina.
Excellent. Very easily resolved. You take your wife to court. You say, I'm entitled to see my child. I demand to see my child.
Because I was working,
Right.
I wasn't entitled to legal aid.
Fine. So you save enough money up in order to go to court yourself. It's not difficult. How difficult is it?
First time I've been in a court.
Now, whether that's true or not, what makes you entitled, Tina, to stop contact with Bethany?
Because he kept letting her down. And at the end of the day, I'm there to protect my daughter. I was the one that was picking up the pieces, explaining to Bethany. I invited him to Bethany's birthday party, and he agreed to pay for the bouncy castle for Bethany's birthday party. He didn't turn up. He didn't give me the £40 for the bouncy castle. I went without food for 3 days so my daughter could have a brilliant birthday party.
Is there something funny?
Yes, I was invited to the party, and I did say I'd pay for the bouncy castle, and they gave me the wrong day. They had the party on the Saturday, I turned up on the Sunday.
Did he show up on the Sunday?
No, he didn't, Judge.
For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue yourself, get in touch with us by clicking over here.